Hi everyone, so as promised in my last post, I wanted to shoot this video to show you how we can find similar companies as our best customers. So of course this is not rocket science, everybody knows that we have certain customers that we help more and we find similar prospects in LinkedIn, Apollo, whatever tool you use. But I wanted to introduce this new tool I really like. Is called ocean.io, and it's great because you just need to input the domain of the company that you want to find lookalikes for, or the LinkedIn URL of the person that you like to find similar people to this person. So just inputting that, you're going to get a lot of results. Of course, you can filter them by location, you can filter by industry, by size of the company, etc. And then you're going to have a list of new companies, maybe some companies that your sales team didn't find in LinkedIn, Apollo. So yeah, just let me get started here. So as you see in the workflow, the first step was to input the domain of the company I wanted to find similar companies. Then after that, I'm going to get all the companies. I'm going to filter them. I'm going to show you later what I like to filter. And then after that, with the target companies, I'm going to find people there, the roles that I want to target, and of course, very important, personalize the emails and send them to our preferred email campaign tool. So here you're going to see company localized. I got 88 companies. I was really very selective on what I wanted. So I input the domain of the company and then I told it to only look for companies between 11 and 50 employees located only in the UK or Spain. Of course, if I said I to make it bigger in the industry size or in different countries, I will have gotten a lot more results. But here you're going to see we get from ocean.io the name of the company, their domain, the description of what they do, the LinkedIn profile, and then what I wanted to do here is to filter those companies just to reach out to those ones that either looking for a sales or marketing role or that recently got funding. So this is what I did here, as you're going to see. For example, I run this for 20 companies, only two of them were hiring for sales or marketing roles. That will be like a good trigger for me. And also that they have funding, a lot of them got funding, so that's good to see. And then the last step here, we're going to write it to another table. As you see here, just the ones that either got funding or that are hiring, as this one here. I'll show you in the next table how it looks like. So I've got again the name, domain, company size, description of the company, and only here the ones that got this open job title and funding. What I do here, as I like to do always, is to normalize the company name because we're going to automate this process and we're going to send emails and we don't want to sound like robotic or like writing a very long name that usually a person wouldn't write. So after doing this, we're going to search for people. Of course, that depends on whatever you need. I wanted to find people that were more heads of CEOs in related to sales and marketing. You're going to see here the people. So the target company, we got 9 companies. From there, on the results I wanted, I got 12 people. So I'm going to see here the company data that we got before. Also, we enrich these people that we found. So we got their current company URL. This is very important because sometimes the system gets people, but they're no longer working there. So we can save credits by filtering people that are actually working in the companies we are targeting, because we don't want to get an email that is not going to work. This could also damage our email reputation. So what I did here is to get the URL from the current company of the person in the LinkedIn profile, and I compared it with the target company that we got in the table before. So it's just a simple formula here. I just told it to checkbox and yes or no if the URLs match. You're going to see here from the 12 people I got, 4 of them were not a match. They were not currently working there, so we don't want to reach out to these people, of course. Also, when I enriched the profile here with this function in create, I got all their information that we can use to personalize. So, for example, the linking summary of the person, the name, of course, their job title, the location, if we can work with something from this. Also, as we normalize the name of the company, we also want to normalize the name of the person, because sometimes you see people that have emojis, that have long names, or just like Santiago R. Dot. We don't want to send an email looking like that. So, for example, here in the last row, you're going to see an example I did with my name, Santiago Rojas, and with an emoji in the beginning. So we can either create a column with AI and tell it to clean the names. Of course, this is going to cost us credits, and if you want to save money there, you can do this. So I created a couple formulas. First, to remove emojis. As you see here in my name, I don't longer have the emoji. Then I remove the space at the beginning because I got here like space Santiago. So I don't want to have this space. And then after that, to only get the first word that it's in the name. So not Santiago Rojas, but only Santiago. So yeah, you get my point. This is going to look a lot better in our email. And then after that, if we have the condition was here that these people match in the company, in the current company. So if they match, we're going to find their emails. Also, like a note here, we could have a different step for the person that didn't match. We could have tell AI, hey, go into this person LinkedIn, look for the current company, see if the current company matches what we're looking for. So if the company is also a lookalike. If they are, we can also add them to the campaign. If they are not, then we can remove them from all of this. But I didn't do it, just giving you ideas, something that we can do later on if we want it. So here you see we got a lot of emails for the people that we get emails. Now what I wanted to show you is how I like to personalize the messages. So I did a couple examples here. I told ChatGPT go look at the company domain and look for what they do, their services, use cases, ideal customers, pain they solve for the users, and then to fill in the snippets below. So it's basically I gave it like a template. When done template, you're going to personalize a part of it. So I said I insert a natural sounding phrase, maximum 6 words, and yeah, you get the idea. I did this for a couple. Also, another option, I'm not going to use about in an email, but just to give you ideas of how we can do this. This one was more focused, let's say, on not directly trying to sell the solution, but maybe doing a little bit more slowly, more warm, sending them content. So I told it to analyze the data that we have already in the table, so we don't have to go into their website to look for more information. We already have the company description, the role description of the person, and their linking summary or about me section. So also I tagged ChatGPT, fill in the snippets using the information, and then like as you're focused on with the information that we have from this person. I thought this article about how to automate this process could be helpful, for example. So let me show you a couple results that we got here. So for this person, I came across Olive.ai solution to automate customer interaction and enhance lead generation for e-commerce companies. Imagine it's challenging to be adaptation of sales and marketing leaders in the crowded inboxes with so many tools targeting the e-commerce industry. So as you see here, I didn't go to this person LinkedIn or URL. All of this is personalized to what they have either on the website or in their description of what they do. Here is for what they do. So this of course make a lot of sense. A person reinventing customer experiences with AI would like to see an article how to automate the generation. Why not? And also seems like a company helps B2C and B2B leaders by transforming the customer engagement to immersive video experiences. So this is also data that they have in their profiles already. We don't have to go and look into it. We use it. And as you see here also something that is great, the cost that we need to pay for this. So let me see, 1, 2, 3. So let's say we run this for 1,000 people, we have just paid 27 cents. So that's something that can be very scalable. That is not going to be a lot for us to do. And then after that, we just needed to either create here the with the template that we have, or send it to our email campaign provider instantly, smartly, or whatever you want to use. So yeah, guys, that was everything I wanted to share here. Of course, as always, if you want to do something like this with your company, shoot me a message. I'll be happy to help you with this, to do it, or of course to help you along the way if you wanted to do it yourself. So yeah, that was it.